So this is George Linney. He is one of the mortgage brokers that I trust and work with. He's with Corporate Investors Mortgage Group now. And he has wanted to talk a little bit today about what we're both seeing in the markets. And the good news is people are buying, and in Durham, you can now show vacant homes. There's still some restrictions. We're still working on it, but and in the rest of the Triangle area, we're essential and can pretty much work as people are willing to work with us. And if you want to go virtual, we can do it all virtually and safely. And George can do it all virtually and safely as well, except for closing. That one you do need to be in person for. So what are you seeing right now? And again, it's Monday, so markets will probably change by tomorrow. What are you seeing right now with rates and for people to know?
Rates are exceptional. Rates are fantastic. They're sometimes 3 and 5% down and can be 3 1/4, 3.375, sometimes 3.125. But that rate conversation, as always, is so often all that is talked about or what is talked about first. And I would just encourage everyone out there, whether you're a buyer or you're a realtor or you're somewhere peripheral, which is you're helping your neighbor, don't simply talk about interest rate. And the reason is what's really worth talking about right now is, will this loan close? And it will under many circumstances. But let me tell you some reasons in the last month that the real word of the day is banks are taking high risk loans off their books, and they're doing them daily. A high-risk loan is a jumbo loan, anything over $510,400. So you're purchasing $800,000. You might, with some lenders, particularly Wells Fargo, that's the the top volume bank in the country, they don't offer jumbo loans above $510,400. That is them saying we are slowing down our volume of business, and a high-risk loan, which is a non-conforming loan, that's a jumbo loan above $510,400. It'll come back on the market, but in the last 3 weeks, I don't know the numbers, but that would be many thousands of loans that cannot be performed at Wells Fargo. Chase does not take a credit score under 700. That is a massive shift in the market. And again, that's on the other side of we're not taking 600, 640, 660, 680. These are big banks taking their stuff on the fringes off the market. So,
you know what percentage of people are, do you know what percentage of
Oh,
people are really below 700 for credit score?
I don't know, but it is thousands. I mean, hundreds of thousands. If you could
guess the majority of Americans.
I would guess the majority of Americans are, for one reason or another, and certainly not irresponsible. Just to put this out there, don't ever be shamed about a credit score. I had a cable company personally say that we didn't pay a cable box that we returned. My credit score dropped from 740 to 680 for more than a year. It happens. It happens.
I just checked mine last week and had a similar situation where I forgot to pay my water bill twice, and that's ding my credit, and I just have to wait 6 months and it'll be back up.
Right. Be really mindful of listening to your realtors, to your lenders about when you're going into a purchase. Wait to buy that washer dryer. Wait until after closing. Wait to do large transfers of money, because in the past it was simply an explanation. It might just be an email, but underwriters are conservative right now, and they're going to be nervous about what investors are going to take. So just listen very carefully to make the process go as smoothly as possible. Neither Courtney or I, for one moment, of course, are telling you that this process can't all happen. This is one of the busiest times in lending history. It's still a phenomenal market in Durham, Raleigh. It doesn't, we're going to do business, but you really want to be mindful of, just because you see 2.75 online, just slow down and have a really deliberate conversation about what you should do next and what's going to get me to closing. That's a better question than what's the lowest possible rate.
Yeah.
You want both, but the first one is what will get you a deal.
And I think that's important advice no matter the situation. I mean, that we should be doing that. You shouldn't be out buying your washer dryer before you close on your house, period. It will screw things up for you in the long run. And the other advice that I would say, and I know George would echo this, is that we both know financial advisors. And if you're at all on the fence about if this is the right time for you, contact George or another mortgage broker that you trust. Contact me, I'll put you in touch with them. And then contact your financial advisor and make sure it makes sense for you right now. But most of the time it does, but sometimes there might be reasons that you need to sit it out for a little while, and we have people we can refer you to, and he'll make sure that your payment is what you should be doing.
Well, I can't back that up enough. You know, we have just another minute or two. A financial advisor that Courtney and I both trust. I was on the phone with that person today, and we're in conversations every day, mapping out what other professionals in the market are seeing and happening, and we're being reminded of things that might even slow our businesses down. Like, a financial planner is going to advise you in a best case scenario that you have 6 months of reserves. Now, if you're a first-time home buyer, that's probably not realistic unless you have an enormous amount of cash. But here's what both Courtney and I would say. If you are down to your last dollar to make this purchase,
Don't do it.
You're not there yet. You're not there yet, because all that is one carburetor gone wrong, and you have become so stressed out by a home purchase that we would not have wanted to put you in. We need to get clear on if you need gift funds from a parent, or that we secure those. You know, be really honest about where your easy access, your liquid cash is. And we really, if Courtney and I are honest, we would like a team all the time, a lender, a realtor, and a financial planner consult on every deal. We're not kidding around. That would be our ideal. And if a financial planner says don't do the deal, we won't do the deal.
That would be perfect. And I will say, I had someone referred to me who I have referred to you, George, but she's not ready to buy yet. And she came to me about a year ago with no savings. And really just wanted to know the steps. So I sent her some names of financial advisors. She got herself her credit fixed, now has savings going, and she doesn't feel comfortable to buy because she's just gotten engaged and they want to figure out their life first, which is totally legitimate. But doing that has allowed her to actually increase her purchasing power and be able to find more of a home that she wants to live in for a while rather than just for a few years. So I think, it can work out for you to do it that way.
Courtney, I just really am appreciative of this time. It's, I guess my broader encouragement just in the mortgage and lending space, but what Courtney and I would say, and just values, take your time and be patient. Don't be afraid. We're not trying to hustle or anything like that. I mean, this is how we make our living, but if we really give you the confidence that this is a good time and a good time to come, say, out of the rental space and start to pour into your own finances and equity, trust us that we're not living and dying by any one deal, but really listen, if we encourage you, I think it's a 2021 project. Listen to that. Listen, are you getting real affirmations or a lot of cautions like this is going to overextend me? I just think that's particularly important in COVID-19, is just listen to people that you trust.
And make sure there are people at the same time who, like George and the other lenders that I work with, have good rates, because we don't want to send you to someone who's going to, not work with you. That's why I work with these people. They have good products and are good people who will look out for the best for my clients. And, if they advise you, hey, it might not be a great time for you right now because we can't find the perfect house for you, which we should be able to, because there's houses out there, but let's say we can't, they can do a rate lock or something else potentially to help you preserve these lower rates. So it's always a good time to reach out and start planning and talk to people and get things going.
Terrific. Thanks, Courtney.
Yep, I will talk to you later, George.
Okay, bye.